Hello, my loves, and welcome to your general weekly Capricorn reading. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, if you do enjoy this reading, please do like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, all that other great stuff. It is free to subscribe, costs you nothing, but I do certainly appreciate it. It does help me grow my channel, and it helps to get to our other fellow Capricorns who might enjoy it as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to use a typical tarot deck to kind of do a past, present, and future. We will further clarify those with 3 different oracle decks. We will also use a typical tarot deck here to find your challenge card, and also use that tarot deck to kind of get some further clarification in Spirit's kind of advice to you as well going forward. So let's go ahead and get started here, kind of see what you've been getting up to or going forward into, hopefully. Hopefully you're having a good week and weekend. So let's see what we've got going on here. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. So I do feel like for many of you, I'm getting the distinct vibe for many of you that this is kind of a breakthrough, okay? So whether this is a cash injection, whether this is money that's just recently come into your possession, either through a bonus, a raise, something of that nature, or whether this is, something that you've kind of been working for a long time, and it's kind of a promised income, like you're getting a raise, you're going to be getting a promotion, you're going to be kind of able to have this money going forward. I do feel like this is a change for you, right? So this is something that you kind of are, it's a new luxury, let's say, for you. So I feel like a lot of you have come from a situation where you've really kind of been struggling maybe with money. You may have been kind of, even if not struggling, it was a stress, right? It was something you worried about, like most people do. It was a paycheck to paycheck situation. So this is a very welcome change for you. And it may have been something that was kind of a surprise to many of you. I'm kind of getting that vibe that, you may have applied for this position and kind of forgot about it. Or maybe you weren't really up for promotion right now, or, a raise quite yet, but you were kind of surprised by this. Or if this was kind of a cash injection that came in, maybe it was a scratch off, or it was somebody kind of, inherited, or you inherited someone's money that you weren't expecting, something like that. But I kind of think that this was kind of a welcome surprise at this particular moment when you got that news. So I think it's a very exciting thing for you. But again, I think it's allowed you to have some choices, and this is kind of further solidifying that idea here, this 2 of Swords, that you really didn't see this coming, because the 2 of Swords is a powerful card here, that you kind of have choices now that you didn't have before, but these choices are already no-brainers, right? This is stuff that you've thought about in past, like maybe when you sent out the applications for that raise, or, mentioned that to a boss, or, whatever, may have mentioned that in somebody's ear, and you kind of just thought, it's a long shot, or you hadn't heard from it, so you kind of wrote it off. Maybe those kinds of things for some of you, but you already kind of had in your mindset, what would you do with the money if you had it? This could even be like a loan that you applied last year, maybe even for a new home, for a new business, something of that nature, and you just didn't get it, didn't hear back from them. And you thought, gosh, it's not going to happen, right? It's just not going to happen. I've sent them every document in the world they needed, on and on and on, and it's just not going to happen. Forget it. You kind of wrote it off. And then the news came in, right? So, but again, I think you've already gone over it in your head a million times, what you would do if you had it, right? So I do think with that regard, I think it's a no-brainer, right? You know what you're going to do with the funds now that you've got them, or now that you know that they're coming. Or if the position is an option on the table, you know that you're going to take it, or what you're going to do. It's not really in question. The options are there, yes, but you could make it with your eyes closed, simply like it is in the picture, right? Eyes closed. This is not really an option for you, right? This is something you already dreamed about, hoped about, kind of mentally imagined for maybe some time, maybe even a long time before you took the steps to even put the word out, put the application in, put the wheels in motion that you didn't think were going to happen, right? And now that it's happened, it's like, heck yeah, I'm more than ready. I'm past ready. I've been so ready that I gave up ready, right? But this is going to put you in the absolute boss baby driver's seat, right? This is Emperor energy vibes, okay? So this coming through for you, however it came through, and I've got this here as a recent past card, but time is very fluid in tarot. So you may not have even been notified of this yet. This could be something that is still forthcoming very soon. It could be in transit right now in the mail, that letter, you've been approved, right? You're getting that inheritance. Somebody sent you money. Here's your offer for that job that you totally forgot about even applying for last year. But now, hey, guess what? New quarterly projections have come out. We can hire now again. The hiring freeze is off and you're the one, right? You may not even know yet, but this is going to give you that boss vibe, right? All those kind of imagination, daydreams that you've already had in mind that is a no-brainer for you, you're in the driver's seat now. So, it's time to really put that opportunity, put that pedal to the metal, right? It is not time to rest, okay? It is not time to sleep on it. I will say that, okay? Everything about this is letting me know that if you miss this opportunity, if you sleep on this opportunity, if you take too long to think on this opportunity, you could really miss, the chance of a lifetime, right? So I don't think you will, okay? But we'll grab a challenge card on that, okay? Because a lot of times when time has elapsed and you've kind of given up on something, situations have changed, people's thoughts have changed, maybe you've made other moves that change things, and then you're kind of like, well, wait a minute, I was at a different position when I did that. Now I'm kind of thinking, do I really want... Okay, do not sleep on that, okay? Just because, it came in a little bit different than you thought it would, it's still coming in, right? That's still spirit and the universe saying, hey, listen, now it's go time, right? You may not have been ready then, but now you're ready and it's go time. Don't you dare sleep on it, right? You are boss right now, okay? So let's go ahead and pull your challenge card. And I say it every single time. If you've watched any of my videos, you're going to hear me say this until you're sick as a dog of it and I'm blue in the face, right? Because I say it every time. We are our own worst enemies. 9 times out of 10, I feel like this card always ends up being something that is us overthinking it or challenging ourselves or, putting ourselves through the ringer, right? It's not usually somebody else who's, putting us through it. It's usually our own second guessing, our own questioning or whatever. But anyway, let's see here. All right, King of Pentacles. So, okay, well, in this case, I do feel like that this could be a situation, okay? Because this is falling on your no-brainer choice. Just as I say that, I'm going a little bit against my own judgment here because that King of Pentacles is making me feel like you've made some changes, some shifts. Perhaps somebody who's a major player in your life may have gone ahead and done some things to pick up the slack. So for example, if you've got a significant other, they may have gone out and found a good job, something like that. Maybe they went ahead and petitioned for a raise or a promotion. Okay. And so they went ahead and did something because what you were hoping for, to start your own business, that loan, to, get you a raise or promotion, whatever, just wasn't coming through timely enough for what you needed. And so they may have gone ahead and done that. So now for you to kind of ask them to leave that particular position and go back to your original plan is challenging, right? Because when you really needed it, they were, you know what I mean? They were clutch for you, okay? This could even be like a parent, a family member, older brother, best friend, somebody who was really financially stable. And maybe when you were holding on by thread financially, okay, needing some extra, needing some help, maybe, if you were paycheck to paycheck and it was the holidays and you were needing a little bit of extra cushion there for get you through the holidays, they were there for you, right? And now they're saying, hey, I see that you've got this extra. So instead of investing it in this, that, or the other that you'd already planned on, I need that money back. I need, I don't want you to do this, or this with it, which is what you may have had planned, buy a new house, invest in a new business, put it in a partnership that you were planning on going to, whatever it may have been. They want their cut, okay? They want their piece of the pie, and really technically you do owe it to them, perhaps. Okay, so there may be somebody that is going to be affected. Could be somebody who was clutch for you at a time, whether it was your spouse who took and went ahead and got something, and now they're, firmly secured in something and it's going to change their position, or somebody that you owe money to that it's going to keep you from being able to do what you need to do. But I do think that if this person was there for you at a time of need, if this person is a person who is someone who you can trust and count on to be there for you when you need them most, they are also going to understand if you explain to them how important this is to you, right? And you explain to them that this is what you've had in mind all along. And you sell it to them in a way that, not only will I, pay you back or make it worth your while, or, if it's your significant other, not only will we, be able to live our dreams in a better way and in spades, that it will be worth the risk. Trust me. I think they'll believe in you enough to where you can make it worth them trusting you to hold out a little longer. Okay. So I do think that there may be somebody that it's going to affect, or they're going to be, a little bit cringe about it, to be honest with you. But I think that you are in a position where you are boss vibes. You've got this amazing, amazing plan in place. You've had it there for a hot minute. It's been there long enough to where, you've thought about it so long, you've forgotten about it because you've waited, but it's a no-brainer plan for you. Okay. This is coming on that no-brainer. It's the right thing, right? Your gut tells you, you've got it, everything down to the letter in your mindset that that this is the right thing to do, right? And now that you've been given that opportunity, you do not want to sleep on this opportunity. I'm telling you, if you sleep on this opportunity, this person will ultimately be worse off because you could help them times 2 if you wanted to, right? If it's an outside person of your intermediate family, if this is a spouse, you know what? They're going with you, right? When you really start bossing up, okay? So it's better for them. Yes, they came through in a clutch, but you can come through in the long run 10 times over, right? So you just need them to just believe in you a little bit longer, and you can make them believe that. You can sell that, right? Because you know it to be true. You feel it, you see it, you know it. And obviously the universe, spirit, and somebody else believed in you enough because it came through for you to where you're going to be able to make it a reality. Okay. So do not miss this opportunity. Let's pull you a psychic energy card here on your 9 of Pentacles, because I do feel like, this is really a fated opportunity here, that this is coming in at the right time for you to be able to pull through in a clutch what you want to do in the way you want to do it. Okay. So throat chakra. Okay. So I do think that, because this is coming to you at this time, it is going to require that you speak up. Okay. It really is. It's going to require that you speak up, you defend your plan, you defend why you need this, you defend why you feel like you want it, you explain, you communicate, you explain to people how you will make it worth their while if they need to wait for money back. If it's your significant other, you explain to them, I appreciate what you did when we were down and out, but I will make it worth it now. Let me take over. Let me handle it. We'll do this together. However you want to do this, but we will make it work so well that we'll never look back, right? But it's going to take you defending your plan, defending your idea, defending the reason that you can make this happen, and really sticking to your guns, okay? I think that's critical. Okay, let's get you a moon card. And we will pull that on the 2 of Swords and the King of Pentacles, because I do feel like that is something where, again, I think that you really are going to have to talk someone down a little bit, okay? It's going to take some careful negotiation there on that. But let's see, creation And again, that's exactly what it is. This is your plan, right? This creation in this deck is about creating your plan, your life's plan moving forward, what you want to do. And you are really going to have to explain, look, this is what I wanted. This is what I saw as my plan way before it ever came to fruition, way before I was ever able to get my hands on anything, even before I started putting feelers out, okay? I had this plan in mind for this job, for this business, for this opportunity, for this life, right? Now that I'm given the chance, I simply cannot mess it up. I simply cannot let it pass me by. I will make it worth your while. If I owe you money to wait a little bit longer, if you're my family member, and I will make it worth your while, you will be able to sit back and I'll take over where you took over when I needed you, whatever it may be. But this is the plan, okay? This is my dream here. You've got to let them know. This is what you have as a no-brainer plan for you. This is what you've had in your mindset, in your daydreaming for so long, right? And you cannot abandon that, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's the oldest saying I remember my mom saying in my whole life. So, I really feel like you really have to convey that, okay? And you see the 3 and the 9 here, and the 3 is it just keeps coming up for me, and everybody else for that reason matter. I mean, people keep telling me that in comments, and I've been seeing 13, but 3 a lot. 3 is a change number. And I feel like this idea, these changes are allowing you to make these plans moving forward, right? They are allowing you to move on, to move forward with the things that you've been planning in your life. You're finally getting that opportunity. You cannot look back, right? So keep that in mind. Let's pull a general advice card here for your Emperor, because I think if you just stick to your guns and you just really push through, you've been sent the opportunity. I feel like it's a fated opportunity. I feel like when you go with that, you are going to have those boss vibes, right? You are going to be able to make what you want happen, and everybody is going to be the wiser for it, really and truly. So even if it's somebody here who's giving you a little flack, I think that they will be pleasantly surprised, because you will be able to really, make it worth their while, no matter who it is, right? I don't care if it's a parent. I don't care if it's a family member, a friend, a significant other, whomever is kind of giving you pushback here. I think you'll make it worth their while for sure. So we have here, what is has no bearing on what will be. What does your ideal life look like? I mean, this is it. This is your creation, right? What you've been through, what you've been doing, what you've been waiting for, that has no bearing on what you can make happen, okay? And you need to use your throat chakra to let other people know that, right? You have to let them know. Look, I may have been battle tired and tested. May have been struggling. You may have had to loan me money to buy my kids Christmas presents. You may have had to go take a job that you didn't love, but it got us through, right? All of that may have had to happen, but that has no bearing on where we are right this minute. Right now, we have been given an opportunity. I have been given an opportunity, and I can make so much out of it. It's a no-brainer. It is what I've always wanted. It's coming at just the right time. It's part of my plan, and I'm gonna boss up and make a whole new life out of this for us, right? Because I will make sure you're taken care of, okay? I don't care if you are somebody who just loaned me money or if you are my closest person on earth. I'll make sure, because what we've been through is nothing compared to what I can make it be. Trust me on this, right? Because that's really what's happening here. This is a complete opportunity for you to be anything you want, and you have to take that. Do not let that pass you by. Okay, now let's get 3 cards here. General advice and kind of energy vibe here to kind of see what Spirit has to kind of give you to go forward with, right? Kind of move forward with in your general aspect here. I mean, I think you kind of know what we're working with here, but let's get that. All right, so we have the Magician, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. So this is just letting me know the exact same thing. I mean, realistically, you've been holding on tight to money for a long time. I mean, I can see that. This is not something where you have set on money for years and had so much of it, an abundance of it, and you've been able to do anything you wanted all your life and just haven't done it, right? You've been really, really wanting this and just not had the means, okay? But now you do, right? Now you have the means. And from those means, more means, right? It takes money to make money. I mean, how many times have we all heard that, right? Sometimes it just takes money to make money. You have to have startup costs. You have to have investments. You have to, buy the things to look the part. You have whatever it takes, right? People can't walk out of destitution and walk in and all of a sudden they're millionaires, right? It's just, it's very uncommon if it happens at all, right? So, now that you have the opportunity to pass it up would be crazy, right? Because you're going to even make more. It's going to parlay into more, right? And you're going to be able to do this by using all your tools, right? You've been granted, realistically, the magic workshop here, right? Honestly, you've been given the key to your path here, your path of creation, okay? But the thing is, you have to utilize all of your tools to get there, because you are going to get some resistance. So you're going to have to use your cups in order to kind of finesse the people who may be kind of giving you some flack, right? You're going to have to use your swords in order to keep pushing forward, okay? You're going to have to use your pentacles because it takes money to make money. You finally got that opportunity, though, that you never had before, maybe, okay? You're going to have to use your wands because this fiery hot opportunity is going to pass you by if you don't utilize it now, right? But all of those are going to culminate to make you boss baby, okay? So get out there and make this count, right? Because what you've been doesn't matter. It's what you are about to be, as long as you capitalize on this opportunity and don't let anyone talk you out of it. Don't let anyone talk you down. Don't let anyone tell you to put down all your magic tools and walk away, okay? You've got this. So I hope this works out for you. I hope everything is really moving in that great direction like it appears it will be, and you just keep on pushing along, all right? So hope to see you really, really soon, and don't forget to hit that notification bell if you haven't already, because I do plan to hopefully put up some love readings before Valentine's Day. Bye.